Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Alvin J, the most passionate non-doctor on the internet, and I just want to make sure that everybody can hear me, see me, and everything is looking good. So let's make sure we got everything hooked up. I need my controls. Let me see here. I think, let's just see. We're going to have some people pop out here. I guess I can't change it in the middle. So I guess, no, I can't do it. Shoot. All right. So I don't know. I might have to start it over, but I don't want to do that. So there's no way to change the settings on your live. Dang it. All right, so I'll go with this microphone this time. Okay, so I'll go with the one that's in the laptop. What's going on, everybody? This is Alvin J, the most passionate non-doctor on the internet. And today, what I want you guys to notice is that I want to see, can you notice anything? If you notice by the title, you would have known that I gained a little weight. Now, and when I say I gained a little weight, what I'm talking about is I see fluffiness in my face and my body is filled out and I'm a little thick from the side. Okay, so I'm a little thick from the side. Now, you guys don't know this. I just weighed myself. Okay, now, before when I was talking to you guys, and when you notice, if you watch a couple of my videos from like 6 months ago, I am at that point 220 pounds. Today, I weighed myself and I weigh 251.9 pounds. Okay, so I have gained 30 pounds, a little bit over 30 pounds in that short of a period. So that is what the topic is about today. We're going to talk a little bit about weight gain, weight loss, and you ask any questions you want about that topic, but we're going to go in on that topic in just a minute. But we got to see who came into the chat first. So let's find out who visited us today. Okay, we got a few people in here. Denise Rutherford was the first one to jump in here. We got Susan H back in the house. We got Artie, Ricky Lee, DJ Bolo back in the house, Jay Steele, Daryl Lumpkin, TK, Injo Lee, DJ Bolo back in here again. Good evening. All right, Rockin' Osprey. All right, I've seen that one before. Jeanette Jameson, Constantine, Frenchie, what's going on? Susan H back in here from New Jersey. You guys look at them. They already know what to do. They're putting their locations in there because I always ask for it. So we got, oh, look at this. We got Australia in the house. That's what I'm talking about. New Jersey in here with Susan H. Brisbane, Australia. I love it. So you guys go ahead and put it up. Daryl, I see you. What's going on? I see the greeting when you first come in. What's going on? Hi, boss. All right, so I love it. So let's go ahead and talk about this topic because I know you guys came in here for a reason. I know it's Friday night. I know it's a little late. I know you want to go get something to eat. I'm about to probably do the same thing in a little bit. So let's go ahead and get to it so I don't keep you on here too long because I know you got Friday night relations you might want to get to. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. All right, Marilyn in the house. What's going on from Lansing, Illinois? All right, so know exactly what it is. All right, so I know because I'm from Illinois. Okay, so the southern part down there by St. Louis called East St. Louis, Illinois. All right, so very nice. Yuhakanan. Okay, very good. I think I got that right. Unfortunately, good stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and start talking about our topic today, which is weight loss. As you guys come in, feel free to throw a thumbs up in there because, you know, we got over 20 people in here. We only got 5 thumbs up. Hopefully, you guys think more of me than that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about weight loss. I'm not going to give you all the cliche stuff that you already know. All right, you know the stuff like eat less, work out more, eat right, exercise. That's how you get slim. That's what they've been telling you from the beginning of time. And that is true if you live in 1980. However, what you don't know today is that there are so many additives, chemicals, and preservatives that they're putting in your food. It's not your fault that you're gaining weight. See, it'd be your fault if you were addicted to food and you sat down and you were eating 24/7. But if you sit there and you eat 3 meals a day, nothing else, no snacks, no night snacks, no nothing, just 3 meals a day on the food that we have here, which is not really food, you could gain a whole bunch of weight. What I found on average, you can gain 10 pounds in 3 days. From Friday, the weekend, to Sunday, you can gain 10 pounds. Now imagine, you eat all during the week. You have how many weekends in a year? 52? So that explains why most of the kids nowadays are obese. All right. Some of them, 23%, they say are morbidly, I'm sorry, not 23, 12% are morbidly obese. So when you guys think about the numbers, the kids are really blowing up, and that's going to lead to overweight adults. That's going to lead to more health problems. That's going to lead to higher healthcare costs for everybody. And then we are going to be just screwed. We're just going to be out. The medical industry, they love it because you see, the food industry ups you up, and the medical industry patches you up. That's the way it works. It is a racket. They have got you coming and going, and you think that they're the only people that you can go to get help from. So what you guys can throw in a question if you got it there, but I need you guys to understand how detrimental this is as far as losing weight. Now, let me give you guys a little background. If I skip your question, put it back in there, copy and paste, and I'll get to you. Now, this is what it is. Back in the 50s, 60s, if you guys look at a picture of a fat person, what you're going to see is a person whose fat dangles, it hangs. They literally had to lift it up so that they can clean in the rolls, clean under the folds, all that good stuff. All right. They had chins, but the chins were droopy. They were not solid like they are today. The bellies today are big, bulbous. It looks like the man is super pregnant. All right. Like 18 months pregnant. But but you'll see they still have skinny legs. Now, when you're fat is not something that's supposed to be solid. It's not supposed to be rock solid like that, but most people are. And that's what I have as today. Now, if you guys will take a look, I'm not going to be afraid to show you guys this. Now, let me throw my tie out of the way like Superman. All right, so shirt busting at the seam. You guys don't look at my cleavage. I saw you peeking. All right, now take a look here. Now, if you take a look at my shirt here, you'll see that I have, it looks all right when I'm wearing the shirt. But if I lift up the shirt, you guys are going to see that even though it's not that big, it pokes out. All right, it goes out that way. All right, so notice, but it's solid. Okay, so when you look at the love handle here, it's solid. Okay, now I just gained this weight. Okay, and I told you I put a blank in here. I just gained this weight, 30 pounds. I gained in 30 days. You see? That's what I'm talking about. That's how fast you can gain weight. I gained 11 pounds. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Hold on. What was it? No, I'm backwards. I gained 20 pounds in 11 days. Just eating the junk that people eat and think is food on a regular basis. Now, that's a whole lot of weight. Now, you can't see it on me all that badly because I am 6'3". All right, so my weight will fold out gradually over my body, and I'll have to get pretty big for you to notice a big difference. Like if I was like busting out of my shirt, and you would see the wrinkles under my arms and stuff like that, to where I had chin coming down or my face spreading out this way. But I still see some softness in the face. I got this little pooch under here now, and I did not have that before. Now, I'm giving myself up to show you guys this because most of you don't believe that you can gain it that fast because you're eating. And the reason I know that is because you keep on eating the same things every day and thinking that it's food. It's not. The reason you can keep eating and eating and eating, like you can eat a huge meal and an hour later, you're right back hungry and you're ready to eat another huge meal an hour later. That's not supposed to be the case. You're supposed to be satiated. You're supposed to not secrete something called ghrelin, that hormone in your blood that makes you hungry so you're ready to eat. But that's being spiked every time and cheated by something called MSG. They call it in your food, though, natural flavors. That's how they hide it from you. So when you guys are eating your food, you're eating chemicals, additives, preservatives that they're putting in your food, and it's meant to keep the food on a shelf. It's not meant to make you healthy. It's not really food at all. The FDA doesn't even call it that. They call it food stuff. So you guys should know that it's not real food. You are calorie rich and you are nutrient poor. That's a very bad condition for any human being, because a human being's physiology is built on what? Nutrients, all right? Oxygen, all right? Minerals, proteins, carbohydrates, good fats, bad fats. And I can't even say bad fats, balanced fats. So this is the kind of stuff that you guys have to know about if you're going to navigate this crazy world and you're going to eat in it, because you just think, I'm hungry, let me go get something to eat. That's the practicality of it. See, that's what people say on an everyday basis. Oh man, I'm hungry. Hey, we need to go pick up something to eat. Grab some on the way home, baby. Get something to eat. Well, what you're eating is not food. Some of you, it is because some of you believe in a fruit and a vegetable. Some of you believe in grass-fed organic beef or chicken or turkey. But others of you, you just think going down to the grocery store and just because you cooked it at home, you think it's good for you. No, how do you think they keep it on a shelf in the supermarket when you buy it? So you have to look at all the angles to this. Weight loss is a complicated thing now because when you guys start thinking about weight loss, well, if you don't take care of this problem, your fat cells are the only cells in your body that will accept any trash, toxin, or poison that you bring to them. So your neuron cells, they won't accept it. Muscle cells won't accept it. No cell will accept the junk unless you accept for your fat cells. Now, here's the problem. Once your liver is overwhelmed and once it can't push all this junk out of your system fast enough, it has no choice but to start storing it in your tissues. And when I say tissues, I mean vital organs. And if you put enough toxins in vital organs, you get autoimmune disorders, you get serious diseases, you get metabolic conditions like cancer and leukemia and lupus. See, those things are things that we could easily prevent, not with medicine, but with a simple eating protocol that could guide you in the right way. But because it doesn't taste as good as what you normally eat, then all of a sudden you feel like that's not for you, right? You're going off taste, aren't you? So don't go by taste because taste will get you fat. Now, let me tell you a little secret about my weight gain. I did it on purpose. All right, I know what to eat. You guys see, I come on here every week, basically, and we talk about health, and we talk about getting better. We talk about getting rid of cancer, diabetes, all that good stuff. I'm on here just guiding you guys to my book that you can buy, Eat Butter, Smoke Marijuana, Kill Cancer, and Live to 100. All right, I'm giving you all of that. However, when we actually get to talking about real stuff, you guys know I know what I'm talking about, but I sabotage myself to see if in fact you would gain weight that fast. Like I said, I'm the human guinea pig. Remember, I don't advocate anything for you. I have not tried on myself. So this is what we got here. So I have gained 30 pounds. I used to weigh 220. I am now 251. Okay, I am heavy. All right, I'm a big dude. If I ran into you at full speed, I would probably hurt you really bad. If I ran into you in the back, I would give you whiplash. That's how heavy I am. I feel like a truck right now. Okay, but I'm 6'3", so I'm not a quarterback. All right, I don't want to run you over. But the sad fact of the matter is I gained the weight pretty easily. And I know it's not going to be as easy to take off. Now, with my methods, it is going to be a little bit easier than it would be for you because you believe that going to the gym is what's going to lose your weight for you, right? Right. But what I'm going to tell you is going to the gym is not the way to go all the way because when people think weight loss, they think workout. But working out, no matter if it's lifting weights or no matter if it's cardio, it's only 20% of any weight loss. What's the other 80%? Well, one is your metabolism and one is your reparative mechanism. I'm sorry, what you eat. Okay, so diet and metabolism, meaning how much your cells work. That together is 80%. Exercise is only 20%. So why, when you try to lose weight, is everybody concentrating on the little 20% instead of the 80%, which is what you eat and your metabolism, how high your metabolism is based on your thyroid function? How about you worry about that instead of trying to go to the gym and run your face off? Because here's the sad truth about cardio. If you run a full hour at a dead sprint in cardio, you will burn probably 1,200 calories. I'll give you that. Most people ain't going to run that hard, so I'm going to give you 800. Okay? Did you know that I can destroy your 800 calories with a nice greasy hamburger? That's all it takes, one. And that's only one meal, and that's assuming that you didn't get fries with the hamburger. You didn't get a sugary drink with the hamburger, and that's the only meal you ate for the day. That's not true, and that's not what you're going to do, is it? No. You guys are going to have lunch, and when you go to lunch, you're going to go to Cane's Chicken, and you're going to get those chicken fingers, and the chicken fingers don't come by themselves. You're going to get a 4-piece, and when you get the 4-piece, what does it come with? Texas toast that is nice, savory and buttery. And not only that, it comes with the nice, juicy, savory, oh so good cane sauce, right? And then you go over to the soda fountain or the soda machine and you get that nice, large, tall, dark cylinder of sugar, right? You call it a soft drink. I call it diabetes. But that's only lunch. Let's move on to dinner, because now that you guys have moved to dinner, guess what you're going to have at dinner? You're going to sit down in a nice Italian restaurant. You're going to have a big old plate of pasta, and you're going to get that spaghetti and meatballs. And when you eat all that pasta, that's at least 3,000 calories just in that one plate. But you're not going to get the pasta by itself. At every Italian restaurant that I know of, they give you bread at the table. So you're going to have those nice garlic breadsticks, sometimes some good bruschetta, other times some garlic breadsticks, right? They're going to fill you up. And a lot of you like appetizers, so you're going to throw in some nice Italian cheese sticks to go with that, right? And you're going to finish it off with a nice big fat chocolate stuffed cannoli at the end, right? So you guys know what you like, you know what you want, and that food sounds so good. Just me talking about it right now, you're like, maybe we should go get that after this. So that's what you're thinking. And if this is your cheat day, go ahead and do it. Nobody said you could not enjoy the luxuries of life. I'm saying you can enjoy them for every meal and you can enjoy them every day. Otherwise, unless you're trying to be big and beautiful and selling yourself on the internet. You want to strip down to your undies and show people your rolls on camera, on screen. Okay, so in case you want to do that. But I know that's not where you guys' heads are at. So, but I'm just putting it out there as far as that. So I'm going to get some questions here. I'm going to get back to some protocols that I'm going to do to start losing this weight starting tomorrow. All right, so tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., I'm going to be up. I'm going to be in my bathroom doing some protocols to get rid of this, and in my kitchen. So bathroom, kitchen, I'm going to be back and forth doing these protocols. And in the course of that, over the next 2 days, so starting tonight, going all the way up into Sunday night, I will actually have probably lost a good 8 to 12 pounds just doing my protocol. Now, you guys can do that if you want to. You don't have to, but most of you have probably already seen the videos on how I'm going to do that, and you know what I'm going to say before I say it. But I'll come back on and tell you anyway, just in case you're new to the channel. How about that? So let's go ahead and get started here so we can ask a few questions. I know you guys scroll down, so if you can, copy and paste your question, throw it back in the chat here, and we'll get to some questions right now. Let me see if I see one. All right, so Frenchie says, you're making me hungry. I know, Frenchie, I told you. So I'm mentioning all that stuff, and everybody's just all of a sudden they're getting worked up. They're like, stop talking about that, Al. My mouth is watering. All right, so they're wiping the swab off the side. All right, so I don't see an additional 30 pounds on you. Well, brother, it's on me. I just got off the scale. And it was quite disgusting because I got on there and I was like, wow. So see, to you all, I look like this, but to me, I look like this. So I know I got the chin. So, but I don't really have it. So it's not too bad. But it only looks that way on me because I'm tall. Now, if this had happened to a young woman who doesn't have as much muscle mass and who is 5'3", oh, you're going to see it on her. Okay, so, and hopefully it's in all the right places. No, don't do that. All right, so let's see here. It says, I'm trying to gain weight because I'm skinny. Is there a way to gain weight the healthy way? Rockin' Osprey, of course there is. But for you, you got the opposite. I would advocate that you lift weights when you go to the gym and do no cardio. Because if you're really skinny and you eat a whole lot, which I'm guessing you do, when you go to the gym, stay away from the cardio. And when you eat, you have to eat a lot and you have to eat dense foods. You can't eat a lot of sugar. Sugar burns too easily. It's a simple carbohydrate, so it'll be burned immediately. And if you do gain weight, you will gain it all around the midsection and all around your thighs, places you don't want it, because then, like the beer belly effect, you'll be skinny everywhere else, but you'll just have a pot belly. All right, so that's what you don't want as far as aesthetics, as far as the way your body looks in your clothes. But when you're trying to gain weight, eat dense foods like oatmeal, like bananas, like beans, like avocados, like what's the other one? The sweet potatoes. That's one of the big ones. It'll add weight to you, but it'll be the right kind of weight because avocados and sweet potatoes are superfoods. And you can get almost every nutrient you need from those two foods by themselves, either or. You don't even have to do them together, either or. Okay, so very nice. So we got a question in there, rocking. I love it. How about intermittent fasting? Now, that's what I'm going to use because intermittent fasting works and I love the health benefits of it. And as a matter of fact, I like it as far as trying to get rid of diabetes. So if you guys can throw that in as part of a protocol as far as getting rid of cancer, getting rid of diabetes, it tends to reset the body. And when you can work on ketosis instead of glycolysis, burning sugar, you will find that your body operates and you'll start gaining the energy back after you start fasting a little bit. And even on top of that, I want to go on, this is going to be next week, I'm going to go on a 3-day water fast where I don't do anything but water. I'm not even going to do juices. I'm just going to reset with just water. Just water. That's it. Okay, so let's see. We got another question. David Fulton, should restaurants like McDonald's be avoided altogether? Can eating there once do significant damage to the body, all the synthetic ingredients? Well, everything in McDonald's has a preservative. The business is designed now so that you never lose product, meaning everything has a preservative in it. You heard about the atomic hamburger, all right? The guy put it in his pocket. He comes back 8 months later, and the burger is exactly like it was when he stuck it in his pocket and he forgot about it. He had no smell to there was no smell to the burger. The burger did not rot, and no part of it. The pickles, the ketchup and mustard, the burger, the bread, what they put on a normal cheeseburger, none of it decayed. That means there's toxins and preservatives in everything. So is it bad? Yes. I wouldn't even go once. I have not been to McDonald's in a long time. Me and my wife stopped there at the airport for, I can't even say it used to be 11 years before that day, but 4 months ago. No, 6 months ago, we went to the airport and we stopped at McDonald's for breakfast, okay? So I got me a McGriddle breakfast sandwich. When I tell you, after I ate that one McGriddle, just talking about it made me sneeze, okay? So just eating that one McGriddle, I ended up feeling so lethargic and so down. And it almost seemed like my metabolism it was just, and it just slowed. And I was just like, wow, I do not feel good. And you think food is supposed to be sustenance, but when your body knows what real food is, like if you do juices like I do every morning, my body now knows that is real food, and McDonald's is not sustenance to me anymore. It's garbage. So when I do McDonald's, I didn't that day, but when I do McDonald's burgers, it's like in and out. It goes down, it goes out, diarrhea almost instantly. So all I have to wait is about 25 minutes and it's coming out. So that's how bad it is as far as that. All right. McDethels. All right, let's see. Hey, non-doc, are you going to use your own saline solution to clean yourself out? Yes, I am. That will take a couple pounds off. You got this. Much respect. Denise, thank you. And Denise, it's going to take more than a couple pounds. Usually, uh-oh, I got something in. My goodness. All right. Must be something in here. Now, what I'm going to do is, when I do that saline wash, it usually takes about 8 pounds off me. So when I do that and I do my coffee enema, what that does is now that I do the coffee enema and it's basically giving me a brand new liver, now it starts cleaning out your blood. The stress response goes down and you lose excess liquid through waste, which is making those fat cells nice, round, and bulbous. So it makes solid fat on you. That starts going away through a cleanse. So that's why I like cleansing every time I eat something bad, so I can get that stuff immediately out of my system and get my liver back to brand new, and my blood starts looking really good a day or two after that. So I love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's see what we got here. All right, so will I be doing any fasting to kick off my weight loss? Intermittent, yes. Intermittent fasting, yes. But that's also when I first start off and I do my cleanses and stuff like that, I don't go right back to eating big, solid meals. What I do is I start easing into it. Usually some steamed fruits and vegetables, that kind of stuff. I mean veggies, I'm sorry. And then I do the fruits in my smoothies. But usually what I do is I try to ease into it with smaller meals, a salad with something that's mostly water. So soups, something that is really thin, something that won't add pounds, and something that my body can process and get rid of really, really quickly. Okay, so Jim 6, never seen this person in here. I tried intermittent fasting with diabetes, but I was hungry and my blood sugar was dropping. I had to stop doing it. What about the ketogenic diet? So as far as intermittent fasting, that's with anybody. If you're doing your blood sugar and thinking that it's not supposed to drop below a certain range when you're doing intermittent fasting, if it goes below 50, that's something to be concerned about. But if you're supposed to be just a little bit under 100, which is what most of us are when you don't eat, and then all of a sudden it drops to 80, 70, 60 even, you're still good, because that would happen to anybody. You're depending on your other cells to kick in sugar so that you can actually get your sugar levels back up. Now, you said you're diabetic, therefore that may not happen to the extent that you wanted to, but yours are going to be sporadic no matter what. So I would say if you're scared of the intermittent fasting, still do the low glycemic just to even you out, but you'll never get rid of those huge sugar swings. Like when you wake up in the morning, your sugar is high, like 150, 170, and you haven't eaten anything throughout the night, but your sugar is high. That's because in diabetes, you cannot accept sugar into your cells, and you're sleeping, so you have no activity to burn it off. Therefore, your sugar will rise. So as soon as you start going throughout the day, you start walking, you start working, you start getting into your car, you start doing stuff, now you're creating a metabolic load that will require you to burn the sugar, and now your sugar will drop back into range. So don't think these fluctuations, this is just because you have diabetes, but they're not dangerous. See, it's dangerous if you're sitting at home and you're watching TV and your sugar's at 300. That's dangerous. But if we're talking about 140, 170, oh, excuse me, that's nothing to be worried about. Okay. Oh man, I might have to go get some water. All right. So yes, I think I'm going to have to. So hold on just a second while I go grab some water. All right. Sorry, everybody. Had to water down the throat right quick. My goodness. All right. So it says, here we go. Yes, talking to somebody else. Thanks, Brother Nubian. Thank you for helping out. I love it. I recently lost 10 pounds in 2 hours. Dr. Frost, you can't just throw out information like that on my channel and not explain how you did it. So I need to know, how did you exactly do that? Not saying I want to do it, but I do want to know the particulars. So put the particulars in there so we can find out how that works. So I'm curious. Okay, Frenchie, thank you, Frenchie. I appreciate it. LL Lewis, allergies starting up again. I'm sneezing more. Well, it's that time of year, LL. There's nothing we can do. I don't have allergies, but I still sneeze if you breathe in something you're not supposed to breathe in. So that doesn't mean you have allergies. Please don't think that. So most people think that when you go outside and you actually have your nose stop up and your mucus starts coming out, that's allergies. No, it is a basophilic response, meaning your allergy causing white blood cell is responsible for that response, but that doesn't mean you have allergies. It means you're not breathing clean air. So once you breathe air, some people don't react to it, some people do, but most people are going to develop the mucus. It's just on such a small level, they don't notice it, but you're overproducing, so you have an over response. So you have to take something to kill that response called an antihistamine. Okay, so don't worry too much about it. Okay, let me see. Yes. Okay, is it best to eat? This is from Jerry K. Is it best to eat only when you're hungry and not follow breakfast, lunch, and dinner routine? So very good. All right, so Gary, that's a good question. Now, Jerry, that's a good question. Most people think that you're supposed to eat 3 meals a day. Where we got that from is from a recommendation from the government. Nobody ever said that that was the right way to eat for a human being. Some people need to eat 7 times a day. Some people only need to eat once a day. That depends. You have to find that thing for you. Nobody else can tell you what your procedure or your routine should be for your eating. You find out what works. Eat 1 meal a day. Eat 2 meals a day. Eat 6 meals a day, and see how you feel after each day. But I would do it for an entire week to see how you feel throughout the week. So 1 meal a day for the entire week, 2 meals a day for the entire week, 6 meals a day for the entire week, and see how you feel at the end of each week. And when you get to that weekend, do you have more energy? You feel good? Is your skin looking good? Do you have any acne, any rashes, any canker sores to where your pH was thrown off or anything like that? You find out things about yourself when you try different stuff. Don't read somebody's book and say, "Ooh, this sounds good. This is really what's going on with me." And then all of a sudden you go with that and you find out, well, that didn't work. So let me go to the paleo diet. Oh, well, that didn't work. And let me go to the South Beach diet. Oh, well, that didn't work. So let me go to the lemonade diet. And oh, well, that didn't work. And then you keep jumping on these bandwagons of diets. Don't do the diets, because diets are not something that you can keep up long term. They're something that are temporary, that will temporarily mess up your health. And then you got to find ways to go back to it. And what you usually go back to is the bad stuff that was making you fat in the first place. And therefore, you gain more weight. See how it works? All right, so I didn't mean to go off on you there. Okay, so let me see. They are jumping by fast here. Let's see. Each time you eat, your insulin will rise. Eating 6 meals is false. Okay, so I don't know. You gotta talk to the person, Raymond. You can't just say that as a guideline. That's just like saying everybody should have 8 hours of sleep. There's no science behind that. That's just an arbitrary number that was given to you as a guideline in a government document. It is not something that works for everybody. So I cannot say that 6 meals doesn't work for somebody. Okay, so, and it depends on what you eat in the 6 meals. So there's all kinds of variables to consider when we're talking about that. Okay, so don't do diets. I like it. Make it a lifestyle. That's right. Alvin agreed. There you go. I eat once or twice a day, and that 3 meals doesn't work for me. Yep. See, Frenchie, there you go. So even though you've been shoved this down your throat since you were a little child, 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Frenchie said she tried that and that doesn't work. So Frenchie, did you go more or less? So let's find out. Okay, makes sense. Okay. Mike A, I lost 50 pounds in 3 months. My goodness. All right, 50 pounds in 3 months. I went from eating any and only fruits and vegetables. My first meal was at noon. My second meal was between 6 and 7, and I had so much energy. Now, Mike A, that works for you. So you went all fruits and vegetables, and that's it. So were they organic? I hope they were. But Mike A, that is fantastic. 50 pounds in 3 months. Now, let me ask you this, Mike. Did you have excess skin? Did you have skin hanging down from losing that much weight? Because I know I would not. Like if I lost 50 pounds right now, I went from 250 down to 200. I would probably not have any hanging skin because my skin is still pretty tight, and I don't have bulges really anywhere that would sag anyway. So that works in my favor. But did you have any hanging skin as a result? Let's find out. Okay, I only drink water and I'm so hungry during the day, every day. What's the deal with that? Because you're not eating. So I like the question, but you're not eating food. Water is good. It's a nutrient. It's supposed to sustain you. And really, this is good water, but it's in a cheap plastic bottle, so it kind of defeats the purpose. So I'll drink it, but this will be gone tomorrow with my cleanse. So I know I hate drinking water out of these plastic bottles, because if you can squeeze it, and you can hear it, it's not good plastic, and therefore it will have broken down in transit, and therefore you're drinking plastic, bisphenol A, and I don't like that at all. Okay, so I have to get that in my cleanse. Okay. But help your hunger, yes. All right. Oh, I love it. Raymond Presley, that is correct. Butter, I use it all the time. I eat about a fourth to a half a stick of butter a day. And I got that from Dave Asprey, the man who is famous for the Bulletproof Coffee and the Bulletproof Lifestyle and the Bulletproof Podcast, that kind of stuff. So I love it. Love it. I look decent. Okay, I like it. Okay, I look decent. Judy, you're hungry because you're only drinking. That's right. There you go. You might be, let me see. What might be wrong with me if I don't get a bowel movement while doing the saline wash? That means you're absorbing the salt because you're deficient in it. So what's supposed to happen is if you do the saline solution, all it is purified water and one big heaping tablespoon of uniodized sea salt. You cannot do regular white salt. It has iodine in it. Iodine will be absorbed by your body and thus used by your thyroid gland. Not a bad thing, but it'll spike your sodium. So that's why you have to do salt with no sodium. I mean, sorry, salt with no, what is it? I just said it. It just slipped my mind that fast. Dang it. Iodine. Okay. So you have to do the salt with no iodine because if you don't, it'll be absorbed. Now, sometimes you'll do it without the iodine and it still won't come out the other end. That's because you probably have severe mucoid plaques on the inside. So when it finally does come all the way through, you're going to have some very ugly stuff that you see in your stool when you first get all of that junk out of there. Now, if it doesn't come through, or if you don't want to do the salt, do dietary fiber. It'll work the same way. It'll work with your bowel movement, so you don't have to hang around the toilet. But when you do have a bowel movement, you're going to notice that it's not going to be the nice, clumpy stool that you're used to seeing. It's going to be a long, drawn-out, grassy thing that comes out of there because dietary fiber is designed to go into your system as a whole while you drink it as a liquid. It's designed to solidify while it's in your system, and then you pass it as a solid stool through the anus, and when it comes out, it all comes out at once. So you'll see this long, stringy mass come out of the anus, and you'll be like, what the hell is that? Are there snakes in my toilet? No, it's your mucoid plaques and all the stuff that was gummed up in your intestine that you had to get rid of. All the rotten food you had in your intestines over the years. So very good. I like this. Okay, so let's see. We got, wait a minute. Mia, where'd she go? Tips on dropping 30 pounds in two. All right, so I don't know, Mia. I think you didn't finish your thought. Okay, 30 pounds by New Year's. Gotcha. Okay, so, wow. Okay, so let's see. I feel low carb is the best and wheat and milk is not healthy anymore. Is this true? Jerry, it all depends on the source. I don't agree with milk at all. It's a dairy product that comes from another mammal's mammary secretions, and we're not supposed to drink that. The only mammary secretion you should be drinking is from your mom because she's a human and you're a human. If you drink bovine mammary secretions, that's going to cause a bad response. That's why you get mucus production when you eat dairy because it's coming from a cow's milk instead of your mother's milk. We don't make human butter. We don't make human cottage cheese. It all comes from animals. So that's why we have allergic responses and lactose intolerance responses to stuff like that because it's not compatible with our cells and our DNA. However, it does work in some instances when you can chemicalize it a little, like something like bovine colostrum. That is not, it's not something you want to ingest for a nutrient, but it does have extraordinary reparative effects on your digestive system. So if you have holes in your digestive system, if you have Crohn's disease, if you have irritable bowel, that's something that can go through your system and patch up the holes as it moves through. So that kind of stuff, it's worth it in that respect, but drinking it every day as part of meals like breakfast, I would not recommend it. They have all other kinds of milk. They have almond milk, they have cashew milk, they have rice milk, they have every kind of milk you can think of. So please don't believe that you have to go with normal dairy, whole skim, 1%, 2% milk. I'd say leave it alone altogether. But it just depends on the source of the other stuff. Like butter is bad in general. However, if you get nice, like he said, grass-fed or organic butter or imported butter, like Kerrygold butter, they sell in the supermarkets. That's why it's so expensive because they use the real process and there's nothing in it but cream and salt. That's it. Okay, there shouldn't be any binders, there shouldn't be any preservatives because it's refrigerated. You don't need all that crap if it's refrigerated. It's supposed to be a block, and if you sit it outside the refrigerator, it's supposed to melt. So that's how real stuff actually does. When you get organic apples, they go bad faster. Why? Because it's real food. You'll notice that when you get big, shiny apples that are not organic from the grocery store, you can leave them on the counter in your house for 3 weeks, and they'll still be there looking the same after 3 weeks. But if you get an organic apple after a week, two, it starts browning, it starts looking ugly, it starts getting smaller. That's what real food does. It's supposed to decay. It's live. And when you don't take care of a live organism, it dies, just like we do. You're not full-fledged human being when you're laying in a casket after 10 years, are you? No, you're bones. That's it. You decay because you're a live organism. Okay, so very nice. Let's see it. Ricky Lee says, wait a minute, Ricky, it hid your, okay, it's not a phone number, so go ahead and show it. Okay, so Ricky Lee says, I'm diabetic. What can I do to boost my metabolism to burn this excess fat and sugar? Now, yours is the case. When you say diabetes, yours is this case. It's not that you're not unable to burn the fat, it's because your fat has poison in it. So to make it easier to lose weight and get the fat off, what you'll have to do is first cleanse the fat cells, meaning get the poison out of there, and then you can burn the fat cells. All right, so they'll go back down to their normal size. But if you continuously have poisons put in there, like you eat a certain food that is high in sugar, high in fat, high in saturated fat, that kind of stuff, well, it's going to go into your fat cells, and your fat cells will not be burned if they have poison in them because your body won't let you. It'll try to keep that as far away from a hot source in your body as possible so you can keep that up. So please, if you're trying to lose weight, flush, do a cleanse, and when you cleanse, it'll flush all the toxins out of your fat cells, then you can burn them. So it's not about doing it fast, it's about getting the toxins out so you can do it at all. So as far as diabetics, that's the way it's going to work best for you. And that I found that out backed up by evidence of a course that I'm running right now on diabetes. Okay, very good. So let's see here. David Polton, do you believe autoimmune diseases are mainly caused in today's age from medications that override the nature bodily function? Yes, absolutely. I have to say that unequivocally, without a doubt. I have found that to be true in every case that I've dealt with and every person I've talked to have had autoimmune disease. I don't believe in autoimmune disease. I believe that you are toxic to the point where your white blood cells are now attacking your own body because it's really trying to protect you from something. But you have specialized white blood cells, one in particular called a monocyte, that it doesn't care what's around the invader. It's going to destroy it all in order to get the invader. Your white blood cells are not stupid. They don't automatically one day decide to eat you. Okay, what happens is you build up toxins in a organ, let's say for instance your pancreas, and your pancreas is responsible for insulin and glucagon production, meaning controlling your blood sugar. Well, if you get a whole bunch of toxins built up in your pancreas because it's right next to your digestive tract and it can easily seep in there, then guess what happens? If that becomes poisoned inside your body, your white blood cells are now going to try to eat into your pancreas to get all those toxins and try to eat them up. The problem is some of your white blood cells don't care that they destroy the tissue that's around the invader. They're just trying to get all of it. And in the process of trying to get all of it, what they could do is eat your entire pancreas. Now you have pancreatic cancer, pancreatic damage, you can't control your blood sugar, and now you got serious problems. You can't even neutralize your stomach acid anymore if your pancreas fails. That means almost certain death. So you guys, it is not simple, all right? But I think I should say, it's not easy, but it's pretty simple to fix these things if you don't go to a hospital. Remember, if you have a metabolic disease, the hospital is the last place you should be going. All right, so let's see. Oh man, let's see. Here we go. Very good. I got some more questions here. All right. All right, very good. And let's see. Should women with PCOS eat as if they have diabetes to lose weight? I work out often and I'm on a Presbyterian diet. No weight loss at all. Now, I'm going to have to, Anjali, I'm going to have to ask you, do you look better now that you're working out and you're on the diet? Because don't go by weight. Because if you actually are working out and you are gaining muscle, you should weigh more. However, do you look the same? So if you're getting the six-pack abs and you're slimming down and your waist is tapering and your muscles are starting to show, you're losing the fat. But don't say losing weight, because if you're actually building up and your thighs are getting big and your calves are getting big and you feel good and you're exercising and you feel like you got the energy doing your workouts, and after your workouts you feel really good, that's all good stuff. So don't go by weight, go by how you look, because muscle does weigh more than fat when it has liquid in it. If it is by proportion, pound for pound, muscle weighs more than fat. Okay, so very good. It's more dense. All right, let's see. Very good. Okay, very good. All right, so very good. All right, I did. Okay, Nathan is gone. All right, so here we go. All right, so amped up back in the house. I didn't know you were live today. Yeah, I am. All right, so I had to jump in here this because I've been on here the last 2 Fridays, so I got in here again this Friday. I went a little later because I found out that more people get on later this time. So let's find out. Can you please tell me how to order your products? I'm very interested, but I couldn't. Please, please, please. All right, now what products are you talking about? So I want to know. Is it Isu? All right, so Isu, just to let me know what product you're talking about, you can actually go to that video on my channel, and I always have the link underneath in the description. So all you have to do is expand the description and you can click on it. But if you want, if that's too much, just let me know, send me an email, and I'll send the links to you. Okay, so very good. But let me know what program you're talking about or what product you're talking about. Very good. I need advice on losing 30 pounds by New Year's. We got it. Okay, so I'm going to tell you that. Well, Mia, let me just go ahead and do it right now, because I told you guys I was later on going to get to when you actually have this in your system. So let's find out. Okay, this is what I'm going to do to lose weight. And I've gained 50 pounds over the last. Oh, no, I'm 220, 30 pounds. Sorry, I gained 30 pounds over the course of 30 days. In, what was it, 11 days? Was that it? Yes, 11 days, I gained 20 pounds. That was eating, and I thought I was eating, I'm just eating what everybody else is eating, like my students and stuff like that. So I was eating some Doritos. I was eating pizza. I was eating hamburgers. I was eating Cane's chicken. All right. And when I did that, at the time, it did not feel good. And the more you eat it, the better you feel. So I know I'm falling under the spell of the food, almost like a drug addict. At first, you don't like it. It's yucky to your body. Your body's trying to reject it. But the more you take it, the more your body assimilates. And it says, okay, he's going to keep putting this junk in me. I have to find something to do with it. And then your body gets used to the dump. So now I have abused my cells, and I know that because I've gained weight, 250 pounds now, when I'm going to get back down to 220 pounds. Now, when you guys look at this, it doesn't look bad on me, right? Because I'm tall, but this is what I'm going to do. And Mia, pay attention, because I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm going to do to lose weight. Now, tomorrow morning, what I'm going to do is a saline wash. I'm going to flush all the stuff out of my colon. That's going to give me at least a 5-pound weight loss right off the bat, because I won't have anything in my system. Because I'm going to do it after I woke up, tonight's sleep is going to take another 4 pounds off me. So by the time I sleep tonight, and by the time I go to do my saline wash in the morning, I'm going to have lost 9 pounds at the end of that process, okay? That's going to take all of about 10 hours, okay? 9 pounds gone out of my 30. So after that, I'm going to do a coffee enema. My coffee enema is going to blow up my liver. It's going to take all the toxins out of my liver. And now that I have the toxins out of my colon and I have the toxins out of my liver will become more efficient at cleaning my blood. Now I don't have any stress from the bad food that I ate. I don't have any physical stress from the bad food that I ate. And now that physical stress, now that it's gone, turns off my thyroid gland and thus my cortisol. And now you're going to see, just by chemistry alone, by the time I get to Sunday morning and I've had that night of sleep, as long as I eat regular fruits and vegetables and or juices from Saturday into Sunday morning, all right, I will have lost another 6 pounds. So we got 9 plus 6, that's 15 pounds that are going to be gone by Sunday. Now, I'm not going to skimp on anything, but I am going to intermittent fast on Sunday night. Okay, meaning that at a certain time on Sunday night, more than likely 6 o'clock, I'm going to stop eating. All right, on Sunday night, going all the way up until Monday morning, I am not going to eat anything. However, when I get up Monday morning, I'm just going to have one protein shake. When I do, I'm only going to get protein, no sugar, no fats, no nothing, because I want my body to eat this fat. And I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to work out in the morning. When I work out in the morning, after that workout and after lifting those weights, my muscles will now be hungry and eating, all right, from that. By the time I get there, and I come to Monday after my workout, I will have lost another 4, 5 pounds. So now we're up to 20 pounds, and I've just done this from tonight all the way up to Monday afternoon or Monday morning. Okay, now on Monday morning, I'm going to intermittent fast throughout the day, meaning that I'm only going to do my juice right after my workout, and I won't eat anything else until Tuesday morning, where I will go into my regular eating again, having the juices in the morning, having an apple or banana for lunch or for a snack, and then I'll come home and I'll eat a dinner with some broccoli, some of that stuff, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to continue to do that throughout the week. By the time I get back on this live next Friday, you guys are going to realize that I have lost approximately 25 pounds. If I go another week, that'll get me to my 30-pound goal. So what I'm doing, is it drastic? No, because I'm not taking weight off per se, just trying to get rid of the excess fat. I'm trying to get rid of the excess food that's stuck on the insides of my colon. I'm trying to get rid of the excess liquid that is stuck in my cells, because the liquid has to stay there to buffer the poison that I have in my cells. Once I clean out my body and I've got all the toxins out, there's no need for the excess water. So just by getting the toxic food out of my colon and getting the excess liquid out of my cells, I will drop a good easy 10 pounds in 2 days. Pretty easy to do. Okay. However, when you do this, you guys are going to realize you're going to have tremendous benefits. Like your skin is going to start looking a whole lot better. Your gums are going to look better. Your muscles and joints are going to feel a whole hell of a lot better. You're going to notice that rashes and stuff start going away. You're going to notice that your vision gets better as a result. You're going to notice that your knees don't hurt anymore. Your joints don't hurt anymore. Your hips don't hurt anymore. Everything is working the way it's supposed to without pain. And you might be 50 years old, but you're going to feel like you're 40 or 38, because you're going to be doing all this stuff and getting the benefit in almost an immediate fashion. Now notice, to lose 30 pounds, people are talking about, oh, you want to lose 30 pounds? If you talk to a personal trainer, you know what they're going to tell you? 6 months, that's going to be our goal, and we'll lose those 30 pounds. Well, if I put it 10 pounds on in 3 days, why can't it be just as fast to take it off, right? So, because if you're talking about, I can put on 10 pounds eating the way that I eat in 3 days, 1 weekend, Friday to Sunday, I can gain 10 pounds. If I can do it that fast, and you're talking about it's going to take, so let's do the math. That takes let's say 3 weekends. Let's say on the week you're sensible, but on the weekend you feel it's your time, you're going to eat whatever you want. You gain 10 pounds this weekend. The next weekend, you gain another 10 pounds. And another 3 days, you gain another 10 pounds. That's 3 weekends, you gain 30 pounds, just like I did. And when you do gain the 30 pounds, and you go to a personal trainer, or you go to somebody who's going to help you to lose weight or talk you into it, put you on a program, give you an ebook, whatever, they're going to be like, okay, let's make this reasonable. This has to be realistic. So we are going to get rid of those 30 pounds in the next 6 months. All right. How does that sound? And you're going to be like, yay. Yeah. But wait, if you gain 10 pounds in 1 weekend, how many weekends are there in 6 months? 26. So that means that you'll be gaining all the weight. So you should weigh a hell of a lot more at the end of the 6 months that you did, even though you're working out. Because remember, we said working out is only 20% of any weight loss. You see how it's a failing game. That's why anytime you undergo a weight loss regimen, you have to always remember that you have to do the eating, the food, the metabolism. You have to concentrate on that first before you start the working out. Because if you don't take care of that, all the working out is for nothing. Because you can gain it right back after you just worked out. Right? Right. That's what I did. I'm still 5 days a week, because I didn't stop working out when I gained this weight. I still was working out 5 days a week. I still was doing my smoothie in the morning. But at lunch and dinner which is generally right before I go to bed, like 7:30, 8 o'clock. I was eating that late. And when I did, even though I was doing the rest of the stuff right, I still gained the weight. It's a losing battle because what you're doing is you're trying to eat food and you think it's food and you think you're getting nutrients from the food, but what you're really getting is calories, and calories don't help you. The nutrients inside the food with the calories is what helps you. And if there are no nutrients in there, your body's going to make you eat more looking for the calories that you're eating in the food, which you will never find because there ain't none in there. That's the hard part about this. Okay, so don't let anybody trick you into these programs, weight loss, without knowing how it works. That's how I'm going to do it. And when I come back on next Friday, you guys are going to see a difference in it. You might not, I'm still going to be wearing clothes, so I don't want to strip down, but I am going to show you the pooch. Okay, so we're going to see if we can get rid of this bulge I have. So everybody take a look. So I do want you to take a look at the bulge I have that's sticking out there, right there at the bottom of my stomach for a reason, because I'm going to show you that again in a week, and we're going to see where we're at. Okay, so hold myself accountable. All right, everybody, we've been on here for 55 minutes. I know I did not answer everybody's question, but if I stayed on here answering everybody's question, I would be on here until infinity. So what I'm going to do is end this right now. I really do thank you guys for coming on and asking your questions. I really do want you to enjoy your Friday night, but enjoy it and ask for what you want. Make sure that you guys, when you go to a restaurant, just because it has it on the menu, if they got healthy stuff, sometimes you just ask for something healthy and they'll make it for you, and they'll charge it under another name. Don't think that you have to go by the menu when you go to a restaurant. Sometimes ask for organic. Pay the extra $1 to get the gluten-free bread to see if that works better for you. It's just a test, just to see if it works better for you. So I am going to get out of here. I want you guys to enjoy your Friday night, but think about stuff that you put in your mouth, because it ultimately affects your health all the way into the future. Right? Right. So this is Alvin J, the most passionate non-doctor on the internet, just saying that stay out of the hospital, take care of yourself, and take control of your health, because nobody else will. And that includes your children. You see, you're the only ones that care about them, but to them, the establishment, the system, the economy, they're just a number. They're just somebody to leech off of. So look out for yourselves. Enjoy your Friday night. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Me and my wife might go get something to eat, or I got to hang out and spend some quality time. But that's what I look forward to on these Fridays. Okay, as well as this. Okay, this is fun for me. So I'll talk to you guys later. Throw your name in the chat so I can shout you out, and then I'll get out of here. So LL, I see you. Isu, I see you. Can I get your email? Isu, yes. I'm going to put it in the chat right now. DJ Bolo in the house. Okay, very nice. Let me see. I don't know if it'll let me put it in here, Isu. Let me see if it will. I did. And I spelled it correctly. Yes. So you're in here. Sharon's Poetry Corner. I love it. Shannon in the house. Shannon, way to go. Tisha Robinson. Very good. Frenchie, I see you. Daryl Lumpkin. You guys, you have a Jay Steele. You guys have a wonderful evening. Anybody else? Jerry, thank you for throwing it in there and throwing it out to me. David Bolton, I love seeing you in here. H. Forrester, LL Lewis. All right, you guys are doing it, and you are doing it well. All right, anybody else I need to shout out? Throw your name down there. I'll call you out right now. Here we go. And enjoy your night, Injolie. And thank you for the question, Injolie. It was my pleasure having you in here and answering that one. So let me see if I can scroll up and see somebody else who I've missed. Denise Rutherford, very good. All right, Denise, I see you. I see you. I got you. Okay, so let me see, did I skip anybody? Brother Nubian, I see you in here. Karachok is back. All right, I love it. David Polton, we got you. We got you. We got you. Amina Z, I see you. And you guys are helping each other out. I see all the comments in the chat. Man, I am enjoying this. You guys are helping each other out while we're doing this. I know sometimes I go off on my rants and I start talking a lot, but that's what this whole channel is about. We're trying to answer some questions as thoroughly as we can and then move on to the next person. So very good. Jerry Baltimore, I love it. So you changed our life with your book. We'll never thank you enough. Karachok, I really do appreciate that. That is awesome. I actually have to say, I really do appreciate that comment because I did that and I did it solely to help people out. And I did put it on a digital version so it would be cheaper for some people if they felt like the $26.99 price was too much. If they could get it on the Kindle for $8 for the book. So, and I am about to put my audio book on Audible so people can get it that way because I know people like to listen in different modes. So, man, I really do appreciate that. That was a hell of a comment. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really do get it. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. You guys have a wonderful evening. I will talk to you later. And let me get this. I'm going to just screen this right quick because this is actually just amazing stuff. So let me screenshot this, Karachok, because I'm going to put that comment out there on my website and blog. So very nice. We got you. Yeah, so that's going to be in my live. I like it. I'll put it in. Let's just do it to the desktop right now. There you go. All right. So that is it for me, everybody. Shannon Angel. I think that's a new one. All right. So you guys have a good night. Enjoy your Friday. And I will see you next Friday when I will show you the new and improved me. Okay. So I'll talk to you all later. Peace.